Good morning, professional photographers of Idaho. Larry here, sans Bob. I'm going to start the show out with a Bob get well soon thing. For those of you that don't know, Bob had to have back surgery last week. The surgery went well, as expected. There's a lot of recovery time and PT, et cetera, for Bob to do. We all wish that he gets better soon and can get back up on his feet without a walker. He was up on his feet a couple of days ago with a walker, though. Bob, if you're out there, just wave your hand and you can tell me what I'm doing wrong when you get out or when we meet again. So there you go. You guys are going to see me glancing left and right. I got a couple of monitors up here. I really don't have a good grasp on this OBS software since I just installed it yesterday. Thank you, Amazon, for getting my HDMI capture card up. Or to me on Thursday, because otherwise this wouldn't happen. We're making it happen. It's kind of a makeshift program today, and it really won't last very long. I'm on a Canon EOS M50 Mark II, and as you know, there's a 30-minute timer on those things. I downloaded the Canon web utility, and that thing's kind of wonky. Couldn't get that to work, so I'm back on OBS, and we just got to deal with the 30-minute limit today. So let's move along. We have a lot of stuff to talk about today. I hope you guys can hear me okay. I'm going to jack this up just a touch. Basically our March-April time frame and leading up February, March, April, and then June now has just exploded. And we have worked hard as a board to try and bring you items of variety and stuff we think you'd like to see. It's all hitting just about all at once. So let's start out with, one second here, I'll get this off of there. And of course I don't have it up there. There we go. So let's start out with, I think the digital image critique. Is that first? I think so. Yeah, I think so. So digital image critique. Now this is just a critique of your images. For those of you that are thinking about entering competition, I would highly suggest you do this. It's going to be mentored by Tony Harriman, Dwight Okamoto, and Dennis Hammond, our own Dennis Hammond. So those guys obviously have some credentials behind their name and they know what they're talking about. So that's going to happen on the 12th of March. And it's actually via Zoom. It's digital. You submit your images. There are no points going to be awarded. There's no anything. But you do have critique on this. In other words, when you submit your images to this, they will critique it and they will tell you what they see wrong, which is huge. And of course, this is coming about a month before our convention. And so if you're planning on entering images in convention, except for you wily veterans out there, for those of us that aren't, well, not wily and not a veteran of the print competition thing, I'm going to need this. So, and I think everybody would benefit from it. If you haven't won consistently, or if you haven't won at all, or even entered at all, this is certainly a class you need to attend to. So how do you sign up for that? Well, it's on the 12th of March, and you go to the website, ppidaho.com. And on that website, on the homepage, I have put 4 big blocks that you can take a look at, like digital image critique, the convention, all that stuff. So this one obviously says digital image critique on it. You click on that. There's going to be, I think, a maximum of 4 images. Let me roll down here and make sure. Yep. And $15 an image, which isn't bad. And you get to, again, it's all recorded on Zoom, so you get to watch. And it's anonymous live Q&A, and then scores are given with explanation. And you can see all of that stuff on the website now. Deadline to entry on this is March 7th. So make sure Hang on, I better check that. Jen just sent me another email. Nothing like being prepared here, huh? Yep, March 7th. Deadline on that is March 7th, though, so make sure your image is in midnight, March the 7th. You register through the website, you pay through the website, you just got to submit your images. On the website, there are directions on how big to make the image, yada, yada, yada. So that's the digital image critiques. Now, to go with that, on that front page, there's another big square that says 2022 Image Comp Rules. And if you click on that one, that will give you the image competition that will be at convention. And the reason why I'm driving you to this is that there is a print share competition, and the subject matter is in the rules. And I believe the subject matter this year is symmetry. You'll also learn a bunch more stuff about print competition. For example, our classes that we're going to have, which, by the way, are awesome. They have broken down the classes so that brand newcomers aren't competing against master artists, etc., etc. So we've got a lot of things going on there that this board is trying to listen to our constituents, and what they want and what they're trying to do or what we're trying to do is accommodate as much of that stuff as we can. So I hope that you go out there and take a look at those, because that also will be, you need to kind of read through those to get your digital images, and then if you submit them to the digital image critique deal, then you can follow their notes, and then you should have I would think, a pretty good chance at the PPI Convention of scoring pretty well. So hopefully that'll happen. Well, we have one more thing too. So a couple of days ago, Jen Alvey and Sherry Barron and Phil White all got on the Zoom business, and we do have a link out there right now about image competition, and that link is also, let me shut that off, hang on. That link is also on our front page of our website, and you can go out there, click on that link, and it takes you right to the Zoom video. You don't have to go to YouTube and find, it's on YouTube, by the way, but you don't have to go out there and find it. Just go to the website, click on that link, and they will explain a whole bunch more about the image competition than I'm doing here now. And they basically go through the rules, that Phil kind of lightly touches on the 12 elements. There's some new things we have going on in there. And again, the classes are broken up, and you can see what classes are actually in there. I am not seeing my chat here, so if anybody's out there that's trying to chat with me, I apologize. 1 second, let me go over to this over here. And no, I don't see it on there either, so I don't know where that went to. I'll figure it out by next Friday, though. So if you're trying to chat with me, I'll take a look at the comments after this is all done, and it gets posted. So, well, it says all messages are visible. Maybe nobody's even out there. Doesn't matter. So we'll just move along. So that covers the digital image critique and basically our digital image competition that we will have for our PPI convention, and that convention, of course, is the 6th to the 10th. I'm throwing the 6th in there because that's Lindsay Adler, and we're going to cover that in just a second. And then it also covers the Zoom print competition discussion they had the other night. And that is important. If you just go out there and click on that, you'll go right to YouTube. The next thing I want to bring up is Bob and Michael Collins had a photo walk planned for the 19th, and there was discussion whether to, not put it on or wait for Bob. And certainly, I hope that Bob can do this. We're going to leave it live, and if Bob can't go, I'll go with Michael. This is a great downtown photo walk that we have planned, and that also is it's actually in the events, under the events thing. It's called Photo Walk. All proceeds go to PPI, and it's downtown on the 19th of March. 19th of March, and you're welcome to register all the way up till the 19th. So this is there is a fund for the cost of this. It's $39 if you're a member. It's I'm sorry, it's $29 if you're a member, and it's $39 if you're a non-member. I just told you that we as a board are trying to listen to what you guys want to do and how we can interact with more and more and more, and this is one of those ways. For the PPI board, it costs money to put all this stuff on, as I'm pretty aware of. So this is another mechanism to bring a few dollars in, and you might learn some stuff, and certainly it's going to be fun just to walk around among the old buildings downtown on the 19th. It's going to be from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m., so 8 a.m. is a great time to be downtown. I think this is on a Saturday morning. Check that, because I don't have a calendar in front of me. Yep. 8 a.m. on a Saturday morning is a great time to be downtown because, the sun's not up all the way yet and there's no people. So you can probably film all the junk from Friday night down there, but that's okay. We're going to be down there. And again, I certainly hope that Bob makes it, and hopefully if he's up and walking, he can just walk, and Michael now towed his gear for him. So, but it's going to happen on the 19th, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. It should be fun. We're going to have a good time. We're going to tell some histories, some buildings. This is a pre-planned route. The meeting location is to be determined yet. We have a few things to talk about on all the details of this. So we'll get those out to you guys just as soon as we possibly can. And again, 19th of March of 22. And that leads us right into convention. So our convention this year is going to be killer, and hopefully that everybody can join us for this. We took some notes, listened to people, and we brought in what I would say is a pretty good size name person to do a pre-con for us. And her name is Lindsay Adler. If you haven't heard of her, you probably should go look her up. She's a fashion photographer. She'll be here on, I believe it's the 6th, and registration for that is on the website again. Again, if you go to that convention and pre-con thing and you click on it. Now, there's a couple of price levels on that. If you're a PPI member, we're giving you a heck of a break. It's $99 to go see her for all day. $99. It's a merited class. You get a merit on this thing through PPA, and we couldn't be more happy to have her here. Now, space is limited on this. So one of the things we had to do when we negotiated with the place we're going to have the convention at, obviously how much space you're going to need, and they rent that out by the square foot, basically. So since our convention is going to be a hybrid convention of virtual and in person, we didn't want to rent a space for 250 people. So all we did was rent a space for 100 people. So you got 100 chances to get in. We do have already 14 or 15 people registered for this thing. So I don't remember the exact number, and I haven't looked at it yet today, so it could be more. So if you want to go see Lindsay, which I hope that you do, it's $100 if you're a member. Non-members are welcome. Members of the public are welcome at $149 per seat. So as a member of PPI, you're getting kind of quite a break actually on the price for this Lindsay. You can go out to the website again and check out her bio and kind of see what she's going to teach, et cetera, et cetera. I won't reiterate it here. I've got a few more minutes here, so I'm good. My camera's got that 30-minute time limit on it, so I'm looking at about 10 more minutes here. She's a very good teacher. I've seen her in person before. You can't go wrong on this. $99. So make sure you sign up for that. And that brings us into convention, which is the next 4 days. So we're going to have this is going to be an awesome convention. Sam Marvin has got a lot of people lined up. Kim is being a coordinator for that. So what an incredible job to bring the talent that these guys have brought in. You can go to the website again, click on that top bar. It's all the way across the page, can't miss it, and register for a convention that way. So, it's I don't know what else to say other than the fact that it's worth it to go. And I thought about this for quite a while. You know, there's all kinds of us that go to well, Sam, for example, is at Sync right now. I usually go to Shutterfest. All you guys who went to either WIPPI or WPPI or imaging, right? And all those conventions and stuff, at least in my business, I write a lot of that stuff off because it is an educational endeavor. So it's not like you don't, it's not like you shouldn't go because, oh, it's going to cost a lot of money. But, you know, it's kind of like, I just look at it as taxes. You know, pay me now or pay me later. So, so the PPI convention for members is going to be $299. For non-members, it will be $349, and then with that you get a membership. So lifetime members, we just had to get a breakdown from the hotel or the convention place, and we finally got that. Lifetime members are $149. So once again, we have a stellar lineup of people in our convention for speakers. We have Christy Elias, Kay Eskridge, Lori Nordstrom, very good. Marissa Lavoie, Michael Collins, our own Michael Collins will be teaching a class on Photoshop, so that's great. And Tom Cheswick with lighting and modifiers. Christy Elias is fine art. Kay Eskridge is remarkable pet portraits. For those of you that think you might be interested in pets, this is going to be a great, you know, there's two things, my experience in the editing industry, the two things you don't want to shoot are kids and children, kids and pets, right, or kids and dogs and cats. She's going to teach us how. So I'm sure that there will be squeaky noises or treats involved. Yeah, you'll soon learn that most animals have a keyword, which is kind of cool when you get a family together and they get all their animals together, and you know the dogs respond to either walk or outside or something like that, and you can get them to turn their heads even though they know it's not their master talking to them. So anyway, it's kind of fun to get all that stuff lined up. She's not necessarily going to teach us a group of people, but I'm sure she'll teach pet portraits, and this ought to be fun to watch. So Lori Nordstrom will be on business. Listened to her talk quite a few times. Very great speaker, and you'll learn a lot from her. Marissa Lavoie, social media. So who doesn't need that, right? And then, of course, Michael on Photoshop, and Tom Cheswick is going to do lighting and modifiers. So what a great lineup, huh? And it will be at the Courtyard by Marriott. For those of you that were at our convention last year, that's on the corner of Eagle Road and Overland here in Meridian. It's on the southeast corner. And it's right across the parking lot from where we had it last year. So should be easy to find. The event and for those out-of-towners that have to stay, the event and the hotel, it's all there. So all you gotta do is get up, come downstairs. You don't even have to go anywhere. So that's a good deal. And that leads us to, so that's convention, goes through April 10th. And there will be a bunch more information on this, but I do have one more thing that we need to break today, kind of. And pull that up here, and we just got this information yesterday, so. So Brian Welsh, excuse me, Brian Welsh and Aaron Hockley are going to be in Idaho in June. And they contacted us and say, hey, we're going to be there anyway. Would you guys like to have a class? And we went, sure, let's do that. So this is a full day continuing education merit. And Brian and Aaron are going to cover the following. Competition code, which covers the 12 elements of continue, and that'll be a continuing education. And then individual topics will be Brian, the marketing riddle, the premise, and in the afternoon, Aaron will talk about leveraging email marketing. So it's going to go right along with our convention. I mean, we've got marketing, and email marketing is kind of going to be Marissa's deal a little bit because it's social media. So these guys are going to expound on that in June. The dates will be June 27th and 28th. And the cost The cost on that will be $99 for each day. Let's see. Oh, I see what it is. Okay, so let me back up a bit. There will be an education merit for the full day, for the one full day, which I believe is June 27th, 28th. I think that's a weekend too. Check on that. No, it's a Monday and Tuesday. So the Monday class will be, I believe, the full day, and the Tuesday class will be the split day. So the full day class, you get a continuing education merit. So $99 for each day, or $149 for both days. So you get a break on that. And then the non-member rate for both days is $200, and for one day it's $149. So there you go. June 27th and 28th, we welcome those two guys into Boise. And that is even before we've talked a lot about in the board meetings. We want to have some more fun shoots, and that. None of this stuff, I mean, it doesn't even come close. We got fall retreat coming up. Also, I know it's only February, but got fall retreat coming up. And we're just excited for this year. And specifically, we're excited for convention, pre-convention, the digital image critique, the photo, or the image competition at convention. If you go out and watch that Zoom, you'll see what the prizes are. We think we have a very unique trophy, as it were, for prizes this year. Then, of course, if you do merit, you get, if your image merits, you get a merit. You get some merits depending on what you're doing for your PPA certifications, et cetera, et cetera. So, all kinds of information on the website. We really encourage you to go out there, and there's 4 boxes right now. Probably going to be another one here in just a little bit for the June 27th and 28th thing. And I think that's it. I think that's all I have to cover. Bob, I hope you get well soon. I hope everybody can hear this, and I will get the recording out just as soon as possible. Thank you for bearing with me on my inaugural setting it up all by myself and getting it going. You notice we didn't have any music. Like Bob has the trick music. We don't have any slides. Next week, maybe we'll work on that as I get closer to next week. And my camera's searching for me right now. That's awesome. I'm all fuzzy. There we go. Okay. Well, I'd like to say, if anybody has any questions, I could answer them, but I can't see the questions, so I don't know where that is, and I don't know why I can't see them, but I'm going to figure that out for next week. So with that, it's 11:22. I've been on here 22 minutes or so. I'm going to close her down. I only have about 8 minutes of battery left. I really wish my camera would stop searching, so maybe I'm going to turn that face follow function off. I think it's trying to follow me when I turn my eyes. I don't know. Anyway, next week we'll probably have a few more of these bugs worked out, and probably even have a guest or two. And just a shout out to Molite here on the wrong side right there. Hi, Michael, if you're watching. Michael Mowbray, who is a PPA member and very active. He's a judge. He's got the initials behind his name to prove it. So he started a company called Molite, and they sell Godox products. So that's why I'm wearing his shirt today. All right. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Next week, do it all over again. Same bat time, same bat channel. Hope you guys have a great weekend this weekend, and head on out to that website. Let's take a look. Thanks, guys. Talk to you later.